NFTs are the way, bro. That crypto.
What do you? Okay, wait. Actually, let's go into like a more serious topic. What do you guys actually think about NFTs? Because I
Garbage.
think they got legs.
Nah, okay. So economically, I think it's a very temporary thing. Like it's kind of a flash in the pan, and also it's a really stupid concept anyway. It's something
No,
that-
it's genius. No, it's actually the concept is built in human psychology. It's always been around.
no. I mean,
which is
it's
scarcity.
it's
So I don't think-
genius and it's stupidity is what I mean. Like
No, how is it stupid? I don't understand how you're thinking it's stupid.
because
You're buying pics. You're buying a code, is ones and zeros online, and you're saying that's your own, and that it's
Well,
like
Okay, so what are you buying in real life? Let's say you buy art in real life.
a
how is
physical
that-
painting, a physical
the
painting
physical
that
painting
someone
that you can.
made in like 150 to 1,000 hours.
Right, but that is still just one object that anyone can take a picture of and say they own it.
No,
No, 'cause it's not the real thing. It's not a
because
physical object
you
that
don't
you have.
hold it. You don't have it.
Yeah, you do, because you've bought it and you have the property of it. It's like, you have the property of it, so you own that, and just taking a picture of it does not necessarily mean that you lose value of it.
Not to flex, but I have a picture of the Mona Lisa on my camera roll.
The issues with the issue with NFTs is you're not buying like it. You are buying a digital object, but you're not even buying the image. You're buying the code that is associated with that image. Like
Correct.
Exactly.
Right, I know, but like, right, I understand that, but I'm also saying like it kind of it makes sense. It makes sense in the sense that it makes sense that's something that humans would do and something that humans would stay interested in for a long period of time. Like it's like digital game skins, like in-game skins.
Yeah.
It's like those hold no value in the real world, but everyone buys anyway, and there's still scarcity involved. Renegade Raider still goes for like probably like $10,000 for the right person.
yeah, even with like Counter Strike, all the gun and knife
Like the
skins.
knife, yeah,
are
that
like
knife,
$1,000.
right? That's a super rare knife skin,
All
right?
right, all right, all right.
It's almost
Can I
like
cut
it's
in
an
for a
audience.
very small, irrelevant moment. When NFTs first became a thing, Gary V went up to like one of his like intern type people, fan type like a meetup, and he was like, "Hey, you ever heard of NFTs?" He's like, "Oh no, what's that?" It's like, "Hey, have you ever bought a skin in the game?"
Yeah, that's like the viral clip of Gary Vee talking about NFTs.
Yeah, it's like
That's like all.
that's
That's
an
what you
NFT.
hear.
You know?
I mean, to be.
Mike,
it's-
you told me you consider buying it. You'd consider buying an NFT.
I'm not 18. I'm not 18, so
I know
I
you.
physically
I'm
can't.
saying eventually, like you consider buying one. That's what I
Very
mean. That's
much.
Very much.
consumers.
Yeah, I know. Me and Luke over here. I mean, Luke, you're not a millennial, so you're technically within this generation too.
No.
Well, no, well, isn't there a term for like between Zoomer and millennial?
Oh,
No.
What's that?
Yeah,
What's the
it's
name of
called-
that?
this is
It's called
basically
idiot.
talking to Jed. But Jed, do you know the Invisible Men?
No.
It's a NFT project.
Okay, just
Is it nothing?
back to NFTs.
No. It's really cool, and I heard of it before it got big, and I can't buy it because I'm not 18. Dude, it's honestly so cool. So it's like
NFTs
Obviously,
is
there's,
the new
like-
Bitcoin.
there's like
NFTs
1,000
is the new Bitcoin.
characters, but like it's a bunch of invisible people that are wearing a bunch of different types of styles of clothes and stuff. It's an animated NFT, so they're kind of like walking down the street, but there's nothing behind them. They have no skin, no nationality, nothing. It's just clothing, but it looks cool.
That's pretty
Why-
sick.
I don't understand NFTs. Like, I don't understand the. I mean, I understand of it being the next big thing where like everyone is literally talking about it, and it's like, hey, this is like the new art. Burnt.
I don't. I just don't
That-
understand. Like, what about
That
it
I
doesn't make sense?
understand.
What-
I don't understand the longevity of it. Like
Yeah.
if like servers crash, if something is like destroyed, something goes
Well,
haywire,
you kinda-
it's
you
just
kinda-
gone.
Well,
It's
that's-
literally gone. The Mona
it's
Lisa
kinda-
is not gone. It's
well,
there.
it's very easy to have it's easier to have the Mona Lisa gone because the Mona Lisa is not stored up on hard drives, on iClouds. It's not backed up. Mona Lisa, there's one physical object that if it gets destroyed, it's gone.
And that's why it's worth who knows how many millions and millions and millions
Right.
of dollars, because it's like literally it, but it's a physical object. If a server crashes, all that stuff is gone.
It's not even a
If the
server
server
crash.
crashes-
If we get EMP'd by China, like everything's
Literally
gone.
anything. If something goes down, it's
Okay,
just
well-
gone. Poof.
It's weird because like that. I get what you're saying, but also people put a lot of trust in that stuff anyway. Like all your bank, like a bunch of digital banking could be gone too. It's like and people put their trust in that.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. But also banks have like backup records. So if like your mobile deposit goes down or whatever and you lose your bank account, they still have like backups of that.
Yeah, but you could have backups of NFTs too.
As pictures, but you don't that's not a real thing. Because
It's
like,
not a
the
real
definition
thing.
the definition of an NFT is a digital object connected to
Right.
an ID in the blockchain. If you have a backup of it physically, it's not the NFT. It's the same
Exactly.
as
But
taking a
it's
screenshot
the
of it.
code, so
Oh, what? You're just gonna take a screenshot of the code, the hexagonal code?
That's what I did with the little
Correct.
demon monkey shooting lasers. I've got an NFT on my phone.
Yeah.
Look, I can show you again if you want. I own it. It's on my phone. I
Yeah.
cropped it.
You don't own the original though.
Yes, I do.
yeah.
No, not the
It's
original.
on my
Not the
phone.
original. Not the original code. You don't own the
Oh,
code.
Oh, you can go on the code if you want to search the code in Apple. Good luck.
Okay,
Talk to
you
Steve
guys-
Jobs.
What do you guys think
He's in
about? Okay,
purgatory still.
let me move on to this. What do you guys think about cryptocurrency? Because I think that's somewhat related.
All for it. All for it. 100%. Great idea.
How is that
like-
different? How is that different than NFTs?
It's a currency rather than
No,
a
it's not.
buyable
It's literally
object.
it's
It's
literally
scarcity. It's built in scarcity too. There's only so much cryptocurrency, so that makes it valuable.
The difference,
That's literally-
no. The difference is that NFTs are computer-generated art, which are connected in a certain way with the code, and you buy the code, so you own the code. Cryptocurrency, its value will change depending on, like you said, scarcity, and there's only going to be a certain
But-
amount
Well.
of
But
Bitcoin because
with
you can only mine so
cryptocurrency,
much.
there's a unlimited amount.
No,
The
there's
reason
not.
why-
there's not. No. So Bitcoin, there's only a certain number of it, and as that stockpile becomes depleted, it's harder and harder to mine the rest of it. That's why the original, why it was so cheap to begin with, was because people were the first few decoders were pumping it out like crazy and getting like thousands of bitcoins, not of value, thousands of bitcoins. And now, as millions of people have been mining it, and the stockpile's going down, it takes longer to get a single Bitcoin, which is why
So I think
the value's
I don't really think it's that. I just don't see. You haven't convinced me that it's that different than NFTs. Because there's no okay. The difference is not it's people can mine it and it's organic, I guess, in a way. But that's kind of doesn't really matter.
You could also say the same thing about real life dollars, where a paper
Yeah.
thing is represented by a value, but we ascribe value to it. But it's
Right.
But
It's valuable because people think it has value, which is the whole concept of scarcity and of NFTs.
I know, but there's a difference between all three of these, because you have a dollar, which is a physical unit that we ascribe a value to.
Right.
Cryptocurrency is a digital currency, which is scarcity, but it's digital rather than a physical representation. And NFTs are art pieces, just like real life art pieces. But you're not buying the art that you can actually have. You're buying a digital representation as a code.
Yep.
No,
All right,
you-
check
you-
general
you-
chat.
Yep.
That's what an invisible person is.
Micah, that is really sick, actually.
That's cool. I'm not denying
Exactly.
that's cool, but the concept of NFT is flash in the
I know.
pan.
I'm just saying. I saw that before they got big, and I couldn't buy them because I'm not 18.
Mm.
And
Wait,
now
wait,
it's a
Micah. Micah,
project.
why did you, wait, Micah. So you have been very silent about this, but you obviously
Oh,
said
Micah
you told me
knows.
that you would buy NFTs. So what is
Correct.
your thoughts on NFTs as a whole?
I don't know.
Invest.
The only person that would be on my side remotely would be Jed. Even with Jed, he'd be like,
No,
I like them.
No.
But-
Mike,
but-
I'm on your
but-
side.
but-
I'm
Okay,
on your
hold on,
side.
hold on. Here's the thing.
God's in your
here's-
arms, Caleb.
Hold on.
You're
Pause.
the-
I think Micah is not in for the investing part. I think Micah appreciates art.
I would tend to agree, but the money.
Micah,
the
Micah,
money
do you
isn't part
appreciate
of it.
art? Money is part.
Yeah,
Okay,
I mean,
so-
Micah
no
appreciates.
matter if you think it's real or not, it's you can't deny that people are making buku bucks right now. Obviously.
Micah, do you appreciate how the Invisible Man looks?
So, yes. So, on OpenSea is where the marketplace is for basically all NFTs. Anybody can make an NFT on OpenSea, but only certain creators are verified, so you know that whatever NFT you buy from them, you have that code, nobody else has it, yada yada. If you look up Simpsons on OpenSea, there'll be Simpsons NFTs, but it won't be owned by Fox or Matt Groening or anything like that.
Fox?
It'll just be Super Kai 64.
Yeah.
It could literally Jed could have made it, and I wouldn't know.
Yep.
So it doesn't really have any real value. Only certain creators, like Bored Apes, CryptoPunks. You know, whoever made those are an actual creator. They're not just some Joe Schmo that basically stole it from somebody else.
Mhm.
So it
like
has
an
no real
artist
value.
itself, like
You
you're
can
paying
buy
for the art quality so
NFTs.
much.
You can buy NFTs on OpenSea for like 24 cents.
Yeah,
They're not
because
all
isn't,
$10,000.
isn't the rate of like selling NFTs for a lot of money like it's like 1 out of like a million basically. It's so
Yeah,
low.
but you have to find the right project, and you gotta think if you want to make money. You don't care about it. If you want to make money, you gotta think, would people like this? Like Jed, I'm assuming not, but you know the World of Women.
No. I don't
Okay.
know. All I see these Twitter monkeys. That's all I see for
But,
NFTs really. I don't
like-
look at NFTs as a whole because I'm probably
So-
gonna buy one for a couple years at least.
So, World of Women. I didn't hear of it until Logan Paul talked about it. But World of Women, right as it came out, Logan Paul saw it. He thought, "Whoa, this is kind of cool. I think people like this. This is dirt cheap. I'm going to buy 48 of them."
How much did it cost for reference? Like, do you know?
He spent $80,000, and now 2 of them he sold 2. So out of 48, he sold 2.
Hmm.
With those 2, he made more than triple the profit he spent in the beginning, and he still owns 46 more.
See, it's literally just like owning art pieces and like collectors, where you collect art and then you just resell the art. That's pretty much what it is.
I think people like to say that like, well, you can't do anything with the digital art, but it's I always like to say like, what can you really do with the real art? You can hang it up and look at it.
Well,
How we
with
can do it-
NFTs and anything like that, the only people that think it has value are people that have the money that would spend to buy it.
Yeah,
Mm.
and
Like
sense.
if I have a CryptoPunk, let's say I have a zombie CryptoPunk, and Caleb thinks it looks cool, it doesn't matter. He think it looks cool.
So
He
it has
does.
value
He
because
can
likes it.
screenshot it and make his profile pic it. I don't care. But the only people that are like, "Oh, I want the URL code," those are the people that will spend $3.7 million to get it.
yeah,
Yeah, it's almost
The only
like
people that care about actually spending to buy someone else's NFT are millionaires, like FaZe Banks.
it really just comes down to the same thing with like normal art, where it's like, hey, like these few people, like a vast majority of people, like
We'll never be able to
they
afford
see-
art.
yeah, like they see the Mona Lisa and it's like this is like this is amazing, like this is like historical value and all that.
I
kind of
saw
stuff.
it,
But
it's not
then,
that cool.
but then just
Jed did a reaction earlier today,
I
not
did,
to
yeah.
flex or anything.
Because I was just
Listen,
editing
okay,
everything, I was like,
someone
I
sees
saw
art,
that,
someone
that was
sees
a great
Van Gogh,
take.
someone sees Picasso, someone sees Norman
Yeah,
Rocco,
it's a
whatever.
great take.
And it's like, cool, this is like really cool, but I can never buy that because it's worth money. But then someone's like, hey, I have money, that's worth money, I'm buying that. That's basically
Jed
what
bought 100 Mona Lisas, not to flex.
okay. And,
Mm,
I just
I'm
thought
on.
of this. So this is an epiphany. Literally, NFTs and physical art are complete opposites. Hear me out. You will never be able to own the Mona Lisa, like you said, Luke. But it's an art
Yep.
piece, and like
Yeah, because it's
state-
history.
It's history,
It's
and
history,
the
that's
state owns
fine.
it. But you will go down to your local like vegan lady, and she painted like this abstract art piece. You're like, I'll buy that for $50 and hang it in my house. And
Correct.
you can literally show that to everybody that comes in your door, and you have a story behind it. With NFTs, you're like, I bought the code. Who's gonna see it? Me. I have the the knowledge that I own that now. I own the code.
Yeah.
It's not,
If I get a
it's not going up
if
on
I
my
get a
wall.
house and I for some reason want a painting in the mudroom or something, I will go down to the nearest, yada yada store and buy it from like some Joe Schmo that painted it.
Mhm.
Not because he's the only one that's painted it, but like as long as it looks cool, I'll buy it. I don't care about the background.
like literally NFTs and art are kind of the same thing, where you can have multiple copies of the Mona Lisa and you can just buy a
You'll
fake
never own the Mona Lisa.
but you'll never own the Mona Lisa.
Yeah.
It really just comes down to the buyer. Like it's worth something to the buyer, and to people who just want it in their house because they appreciate it, they just buy it for $20.
Yeah, that's why
It's all-
I have no problem with people buying NFTs and are into that. Like Micah, was going to get the Invisible Man. I'm totally fine with that.
Which looks cool. It looks kind of cool.
It's pretty cool. My issue is that it is not comparable to other forms of currency or
I
art.
I
Thank
all
you.
right. So on the
Whoa,
not
why
scale,
did you?
but
So wait, why would
on
you
the
buy?
spectrum, I think NFTs are more art than currency.
Like dollars, like US
Yeah.
dollars.
Yeah, I would agree with that too.
Yeah, obviously.
I was just talking about like all the different things we've talked about.
Wait,
in that bubble.
so wait. Why would you guys buy a video game skin then? Why would you guys buy a Fortnite skin?
Because it looks
Like,
cool.
Mike has it.
You can't, it's not resellable. It's a collectible.
It's not resellable. It's a
collectible.
It is
collectible.
resellable.
It's not.
It's completely
I've
resellable.
never bought a
You
Fortnite
can
skin
sell it-
thinking
Okay,
this is a
Renegade
collectible.
If I buy something
I-
if I buy an in-purchase game, I'm never having the thought of I'm going to resell. It's like I'm buying this because I think it's cool and I don't care.
It's
That's kind of the purpose. Okay.
Jed, no,
I think that's what you could do for NFTs.
Jed, let me clarify it, Jed. So if you're talking about a very specific game
Well-
like CS:GO, where you literally
Like a knife. I know that knife is like insanely
yeah,
rare, right?
you open up a case and boom, there's a really rare knife, or like you bought a skin when the game first came out, and now it's worth money. But like, but then you got like Halo Infinite, where you're paying $10 for one skin, and that's it. You just own it now. It's just a cosmetic piece.
Okay, wait. But put this into perspective. When Renegade Raider came out, it was just $20 for one skin. And now, 4 years later, are you muted? You're like,
No,
wait.
I'm just begging for attention.
Okay, attention. I was just saying,
Senpai.
Renegade Raider think this is gonna become rare. They think, oh, this is a cool skin. They buy it, and now it's worth a ton of money.
Micah, go.
For some people.
Go, Micah.
I don't know if Jed know. Oh, Jed probably knows this, but mostly Fortnite related and most of other things. I am probably one of the least biased people I know ever.
Oh,
With-
everyone knows
Skin be like,
that.
is that cool?
With
Nah.
the not Recon Expert, that too, but with the Renegade Raider, I am not biased by saying, "Ooh, it's the best skin ever." It looks okay.
It's not that good.
It's okay.
But
It's a
rarity,
1200.
it's scarcity.
Jed, it's a 1200 V-Buck skin. If it came out today and I didn't know it was rare, I'd be like, "Oh, that looks cool," but I wouldn't buy it.
Yeah.
But if
It-
it came out
it's-
now and I know of it, I will buy it.
Because you know the rarity
Because
of
I
it.
know
But
it's
since it came
rare.
out, the amount that people will buy it,
It will lose
yeah,
all its
since,
rarity.
since it was
because
so
people-
rare,
everyone
since,
will
yeah,
buy it.
since this many people have an original, and as soon as they release it again, this many people will now own it,
can I
and then
say
the
something
price of it
else?
will drop.
Or it's
direct.
another. I have two more things to say. One of them is Fortnite related.
Fortnite.
Mostly for Jed. When the Recon Expert came back out, that was more rare than Recon Expert. No, Renegade Raider.
But then it came back out.
It came back out. It's been out probably 7 times. Rare skin in the game. The only reason why I bought it is because it has a bucket hat, and there's only like 3
Yeah,
skins in
you,
the game
no,
that have bucket
you,
hats.
you told me when you bought it that like you just thought you liked it. So I understand that.
I like the bucket hat.
I feel like NFTs are just a new type of art/currency kind of hype because Bitcoin really took off in the early 2010s ish, late
Yeah.
2010 ish.
Well, no, it didn't blow up until like 2016.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. I just like it was
It
around
started
for a
back
long
then.
time.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it
just-
didn't go whoop until 2016-ish.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing with NFTs. NFTs were kind of like meh. No one talked about them.
So I'm
Granted,
assuming
granted,
you guys
Bitcoin
all
was like
know-
took this long, but NFTs only took this long. For
I know. I'm assuming all of you guys know a CryptoPunk.
Yeah.
Those came out in 2017. There's a total of 10,000, and back in 2017 there was I think 100 made, and the creator gave them out for free.
Yeah, because back then they had no value.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah,
reason
back
not
in
to.
2017.
Yeah,
but
people
now-
were probably like, sure, whatever, I'll take one.
Yeah. It literally meant nothing. Back then you could own it for free, but if you still own those to this day, now they're worth what 30 million or whatever, and you paid nothing back in the day.
Life changing.
Back in the day, I mean by like 5 years ago.
It really just comes down to the people that appreciate its value skyrocket the prices of whatever said item is.
Yeah.
Like
Most
it
of the-
even goes for an adult topic. It goes for the same thing for like certain firearms. It goes for certain vehicles. It goes for certain music albums. Literally anything can get the price can skyrocket because a certain audience then sees the value in it and it goes whoop. There goes the
The
value.
joys of capitalism
Yeah.
and the free market. We should get Jordan Peterson on here to talk about the free market.
Yeah, he's a dime for an hour, so it should be pretty easy.